Understandable English podcast.
Learn English the easy way.
I swear I just tried to take a normal job memory walk, and somehow my brain immediately opened the worst cafe I ever worked in. Like, why does my memory do that the second I want peace?
That's your brain trying to keep up with old experiences. Welcome back to the Understandable English podcast, by the way. And honestly, a normal job memory walk already sounds like something is about to go wrong.
I didn't even plan it. I was just walking, thinking I need to clear my head, and suddenly I'm back in this tiny cafe where everything always went wrong at the same time.
That phrase is perfect, actually. Clear my head. And I think a lot of listeners know that feeling. If you ever try to clear your head and end up remembering stressful things instead, tell us in the comments. I really want to know I'm not alone in that.
It's not just stress, it's like my brain goes, "Oh, you want silence? Here, let me show you every mistake you ever made in your first job."
That's very dramatic, but also very human.
Okay, so listen, my first job was in this small cafe. And I went in thinking it would be simple, like take orders, make coffee, smile a bit. Easy. But on the first day, I immediately ran into a problem.
Of course you did.
Yes. The coffee machine broke in the first hour. The manager was already stressed. And a customer asked for something I had never even heard of. And I just stood there trying to figure something out while pretending I understood what was happening.
That sounds like a classic first day experience, honestly.
The worst part is I thought I could keep up with everything. But orders were coming in, people were talking fast, and I just couldn't keep up with the pace. My brain was like running behind everything.
That's a really important phrase, actually. Keep up with. And I think a lot of people underestimate how hard it is in a first job.
If you're listening right now and you've ever felt like you can't keep up with work or school or life in general, just know you're not the only one. Also, maybe leave a like if this sounds familiar. It helps us know what stories to talk about next.
Nice little engagement moment there.
I'm learning. But okay, it got worse. One day a customer yelled at me because the coffee was too hot. And I didn't even know how to respond. I just apologized like 5 times and tried to figure something out with the machine again, even though it was fine.
That's actually a situation where you just have to stay calm and not take it personally.
I didn't know that then. I also didn't know how to cut back on my stress. I was just absorbing everything, every rude comment, every mistake, everything.
Cut back on is a good one. Usually we use it for habits, but here it fits emotionally too.
Yeah, I think I needed to cut back on caring so much about every small mistake. But at that time, everything felt huge.
That's very normal when you're new. You don't have experience yet, so everything feels intense.
Also, there was this one coworker who kept telling me I needed to just get used to it. Like every time I made a mistake.
And did you get used to it?
Eventually, yes, but not quickly. At first, I hated that phrase. Get used to it. It sounded like giving up.
Sometimes it is, but sometimes it just means your brain adapts over time.
I wish someone told me that back then.
Me too.
One thing I remember clearly is that I never had a break. Like, not a real break. I was always on my feet. And I didn't know how important it is to take a break from everything sometimes.
That's actually something people forget. Even short breaks matter.
Exactly. Now I understand it better. Back then I thought resting meant I was lazy, but I was just exhausted.
That's a really common misunderstanding.
And the funny part is I thought I was good at multitasking. I thought I could handle it all. But really I was just trying to keep up with everything and slowly falling apart.
Most people in their first job feel that way.
Also, I remember trying to clear my head after shifts, but instead I would just replay every mistake in my mind.
That sounds like mental overload.
It was. And I didn't know how to cut back on that either. I just let it loop.
You've actually used all these phrases naturally already, which is great for learners.
Oh, good, because I didn't plan it at all. It's just how I remember it.
That's the best way to learn English. Honestly, real emotion, real context.
Okay, wait. I just realized we're talking a lot about stress and first jobs, and maybe we should ask listeners something.
Good idea.
If you've ever had a first job that was chaotic or a moment where you couldn't keep up with everything, write about it in the comments. Even one sentence is enough. It really helps you practice English in a real way.
And we actually read them.
Yes, we do. Okay, I need a second to clear my head after remembering all of that.
That's probably a good moment to transition into reflection.
So the thing I notice now is that first jobs are not really about the job itself.
What do you mean?
They're about learning how to deal with pressure. You don't just learn tasks. You learn how to stay calm when things go wrong, how to figure something out when nobody helps you, and how to not panic every time you run into a problem.
That's actually a really healthy way to look at it.
And also how to get used to not being perfect immediately.
That one is hard for a lot of people.
Yeah. And I think modern life makes it worse because we're always trying to keep up with everything. Messages, work, expectations, social media.
There's a lot happening all the time.
Sometimes I think we forget that it's okay not to respond immediately to everything, or to cut back on constant stimulation.
That's true. Even small changes help.
Like taking a break from your phone for 10 minutes, or just sitting without doing anything.
Jay, that's underrated.
Okay, time for our vocabulary tour.
Let's do it.
First phrase, run into a problem.
Meaning to suddenly face a difficulty.
Example, I ran into a problem when the coffee machine stopped working.
Second phrase, figure something out.
Meaning to understand how to solve something.
Example, I had to figure something out when the order didn't make sense.
Third phrase, keep up with.
Meaning to stay at the same speed or level as something.
Example, it was hard to keep up with all the orders in the cafe.
Fourth phrase, get used to something.
Meaning to become comfortable with something over time.
Example, I eventually got used to the busy environment.
Fifth phrase, take a break from.
Meaning to stop doing something for a short time.
Example, I needed to take a break from work after a long shift.
Sixth phrase, cut back on.
Meaning to reduce something.
Example, I tried to cut back on stress by resting more.
Seventh phrase, clear your head.
Meaning to relax and stop thinking about stress.
Example, or I went for a walk to clear my head after work.
These are all very natural phrases. People use them all the time in real conversations.
And if you want to practice, try writing one sentence with one of these phrases in the comments. It really helps you remember.
JD, definitely.
So I guess the big lesson from all this is that first jobs are messy for everyone.
Nobody starts perfect.
And it's okay to run into a problem, not know what to do, and just slowly figure something out.
That's how people grow.
Yeah. Even if at the time it feels overwhelming.
It usually does.
Okay, I think I've officially cleared my head from cafe trauma.
Good timing.
Yeah, I don't want to relive the coffee machine incident again today.
Fair enough.
Thanks for talking through this with me.
Of course.
It actually helped.
Same here.
So I ran into a problem at the cafe, tried to figure something out while trying to keep up with everything, didn't get used to it at first, forgot to take a break from stress, had to cut back on my panic, went for a walk to clear my head, and eventually just figured something out. But mostly I just learned to keep up with chaos while pretending I knew what I was doing.
That actually makes sense, in a very chaotic way.